Good morning, students of Standard 7th. Today we will start Chapter 5, the language of chemistry. As you know that language of chemistry includes symbols, formulas and equations. Symbols and formulas you already learned. Now in this chapter we will learn about the chemical reactions and equations. First is, what is a chemical reaction? Chemical reaction: when a reactant is a substance that undergo to change into a product. For example, when we have two reactants, reactant means which react with each other. If we have, for example, we have a sodium plus chlorine. When sodium reacts with chlorine, it will changes into sodium chloride. When two substances reacts, so these are the reactants, and the substance that is formed, it's known as a product. For example, carbon when react with oxygen, it will changes into carbon dioxide. So we will write carbon plus oxygen. Carbon reacts with oxygen. Carbon and oxygen are the reactants because they react with each other. So they are known as reactants. When they react, they will change into carbon dioxide. This carbon dioxide is formed, so it is known as products. And what is word equation? The equation used only words. This is known as a word equation, in which we use words. And in this equation we use symbols to represent a equation. This is the symbols and formulas. Next is making chemical equation more informative. How chemical equation can be made more informative? First, mentioning the conditions of a reactant. For example, if we write calcium A plus B changes into C plus D, we don't know that at how much temperature and how much pressure we need when A plus B will change into C plus D. So the conditions, these are the conditions. So temperature should be 500 and pressure should be 8 atmosphere. These conditions should be written above or below the arrow. By writing these conditions, we can make chemical equations more informative. So what is catalyst? We can write catalyst over the arrow. So catalyst is a substance that speeds up a reaction. For example, if a reaction takes 5 hours to complete, by adding catalyst it will complete into 10 minutes. So catalyst is a substance which speeds up the reaction. How chemical equation can be made more informative? By representing the conditions on the arrow. Second is by mentioning colors and states of the reactants and products. Colors, we will use brackets to represent colors, and states of the reactant we will use brackets to represent the, it is a vapor, it is a powdery, it is a crystalline. So we use brackets, and color also we use brackets to write. Next is indicating a gaseous product and a precipitate. If in a reaction a gaseous product is formed, for example, carbon react with oxygen and carbon dioxide, it is a gas, it is a formed, then we need to write upward arrow. We write upward arrow to represent a gas. We use upward arrow to represent a gas, and for precipitate we need downward arrow. So what is precipitate? Precipitate is a solid that separate when two reactants which are in solution state, when they react, one substance changes into solid state, that is known as precipitate.